Hi Cancer, welcome to my channel Live Life in Tarot. This reading is for the sign of Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter sign. Cancer, we're going to take a look at your weekend, February 2nd and February 3rd, 2019. I'm going to pull 3 cards, Cancer, for what's coming towards you, and 1 card that is your focus around what's coming towards you. And we're also going to pull 1 guidance advice card for you for the next couple of days that you can implement and put to practical use. So I shuffle the cards, but I'm going to shuffle them a little more for you, Cancer, and let's see what's up for you over the next couple of days. Okay, Cancer, let's get into it. Let's get into you. Let's see what you do these next 2 days. Yeah. For the sign of Cancer, sign of Okay, Cancer, we're going to shuffle one more time, okay, and get into it. All right, there it is. There it is. All right, let's see what's up with you, Cancer. Cancer, your focus is you have the 9 of Wands, okay? You have the 9 of Wands. This is your focus. This is fire energy. This is action. This is drive. This is passion. So with this 9 of Wands, I feel for some Cancers, your focus is to overcome and persevere over your obstacles or challenges or whatever you're facing in your world. For others of you, you are no longer wanting to persevere and overcome situations in your world. You're tired of it. You're tired and you just want to be relieved of it. You want to just move on from it at this point. You're done. Some of you, it's around your stability and your security, having to do with the focus on your home, your finances, work, relationships, even whatever you got going on with inside of you. But I feel that some of you feel stuck and unable to persevere and overcome in a situation that you or circumstances that you've been working on for quite some time, trying to find and apply different actions to it and not getting the desired result. Others of you are achieving and persevering after working on something for so long and damn near tired, but here you are, started from the bottom, now we're here. And you have achieved stability and security for yourself in whatever this is around. For others of you, this is delayed. It's not that it's not happening, but you're going to have to hang in there just a little while longer. It's at a 9, so something's culminating for you here, Cancer, but you got to hang in there, okay, and continue to have the drive and the effort. For others of you, whatever it is you're trying to overcome and persevere over, this is just you now where you need to just focus on, letting it go now, because the ability to persevere is now gotten ridiculous. It's got you paranoid. It's got you looking over your shoulder. It's got you feeling stuck, unable to move. It's just way too much on you, and some of you need to look at, maybe I need to put this down, or I need to put this shit down and let it go and just go on from it, despite that you put in so much energy. And that's why for some of you aren't able to let something go that is not moving, or you're not able to come up out of or remove the stuck circumstances around it, because you put so much energy into it, you put so much effort into it, and so just letting it go is not a fucking option. But that's gonna have to be the option for some of you, and you got to work on having that acceptance. So what's coming towards you, Cancer, is you have the Eight of Cups. This here is water energy. This is around emotions and feelings. And so with this Eight of Cups, I feel that many of you are emotionally unfulfilled. You've invested emotionally in something for a very long time. It's not, giving you the result that you expected with all the emotional effort and energy you put into it. And you're just emotionally unfulfilled and you turning your back to that shit. You're just tired. And some of you are thinking about moving on, but you haven't quite done it. And some of you just started to step off from that shit and just move on and say fuck it. Others of you can't move on from it. You just can't, because it's stuck. Okay? And even though you're tired of it, and you're ready to surrender, and you're tired of being wounded in this shit, you just can't emotionally let this shit go. It's got you caught up. What's coming towards you is you have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is earth energy, Cancer. So with the Seven of Pentacles, this is talking about assessing your work that you put into something to assess the return, assess what else may need to happen. It also talks about putting in the effort and energy in the hopes of a return. It also talks about there can be failure in your energy and efforts and only seeing a small return or no return at all. So I feel that with the Seven of Pentacles, looking at that Eight of Cups, you are now after all the action and input for some of you in a situation or whatever is going on in your world that got you in that Nine of Wands energy, where you just felt focused and needing to overcome no matter how tired or wounded. You just have to persevere. Some of you are doing that. You're assessing the situation now. You're looking at it. You're looking at all the energy and effort you put into the situation. You are sizing up whether or not are you really persevering in this. Are you really overcoming this? Is it still possible even with all these cups I just put into this shit? Like, am I tripping? Like, do I need to check myself before I wreck myself? Some of you are in the middle of that decision. Some of you have put in energy and effort and put in so much, okay, and in so many different ways, and you now looking back at that shit and you are not fulfilled the way you had hoped because the return is little to none, or it just simply, it just failed. It just didn't work out. For others of you, you're assessing the situation and you see the possibilities, but you're emotionally unfulfilled, so you're leaning more towards continuing because you do feel that it's going to bear fruit, but you are beginning to doubt. Okay. Others of you assessing the situation, you don't give a shit how much energy and effort you put into it. Heck, it's because you put in all the energy and effort, you ain't giving up shit. This shit gotta happen. You gotta make it happen. This is what it is, and it's got to bear fruit for you. It's got to be successful. Like, you put everything into it. You ain't got nothing else, so you can't fucking walk away from this, and you're not gonna. So you just looking at that shit and you just trying to get your, gain your bearings and pull your shit together and see how else you need to tend this situation, because you just not gonna do it. You're not walking away from it. You're not gonna do it. You have the energy coming towards you, Cancer, the Five of Cups. This is water energy, emotions and feelings. So I feel that there are some of you, Cancer, who know that this shit fails. It's over. No matter what you put into it, you're unfulfilled. You are experiencing emotional loss because things did not work out. Some of you are assessing a situation and realizing unfulfillment because whatever you were doing that you thought was bearing you fruit, you now learn you taking a hit, you experiencing loss. And so you crying over spilled milk. I mean, and that shit hit you hard and it cut deep because, you know, you put so much action and energy and drive and work, and you tend that thing, and you put your heart and soul is in it, and you thought you was getting somewhere with it, and some shit happened that just shut it the fuck down for you, and now you like, I started from the bottom and I'm still in the bottom. I'm not here. And you're hurting. And you're so busy hurting, and I get it because, you know, who wouldn't under these circumstances? But you hurting because it was crazy. You know? It was crazy. You prioritize this thing. You put other stuff in the back burner for this shit, and this is what you get for it. You so hurt right now by it. Some of you are having a hard time recovering. Others of you can't even see how to recover because you just still here with it. Now there are some of you who are beginning to recover because now you're looking at how you're going to recover. And some of you can recover this here shit that's going on some kind of way. You just got to look at it more closely. Others of you are recovering from the shit because you realize now, listen, I done put all I can put into it. I can't put no more. I done did 9 things to this shit, and I still don't have what I need from it. In fact, it don't give me nothing from what I want to see. I'm not even breaking even here with this situation. And so you're making a decision just to move on from it and just accept that unfulfillment and recover by leaving it alone. Others of you are looking to recover from this because you're going to rely on your faith. You expecting a miracle to happen. And for some of you, that just might be what happens for you. But, you know, that's where you're putting it at. You're giving it up to God. You're having faith. And so in that way, that allows you to move on, but still hold on to it. For others of you, you just going to dig your heels in, and you're going to go from persevering to some hope type of shit. Like, you're going to just, you know, overdo it. You choosing, I'm going to recover. I'm overdoing. Like, well, I did 9 things. I got to do 18 things. I did 9 things. Now I got to do 24. One of those going to happen. One of those going to happen. And for some of you, it will. For others of you, it just ain't going to happen. So, you know where you are with this. And those of you who know where you are with this, you know if you're deceiving yourself or you know what's really good. But that's your decision, right? So let's take a look at this 9 of Wands. With the 9 of Wands, Cancer, you got this King of Rods. Fire energy, master of his suit, master of action. He knows how to go for what he wants and get it. He knows how to enlist other help to make that happen as well. So many of you, you are continuing or embodying this king energy of the wands, or you are dealing with someone who is embodying this energy, and the goal is fuck that. We're going to persevere. We're going to figure this shit out, and we're going to work it out, and we're going to see the end of the line on this, and it's going to be good. We're going to see the other side, and we're going to see the blessings. We stand with this. We're going to do this. And so, who's with me? Oh yeah, who is with you, Cancer? Do you know? Or all you need is yourself? Or do you need some more help? For others of you, you on a fool's run. Okay? You're getting out of control now in your actions. You know, you're getting aggressive. You're getting aggressive with it. Okay? You refuse to lose. You refuse for what you put into it to just walk away from it. Damn it, you ain't doing that. And you know what? You're getting out of control with it now. Because now it's excessive. Now you're out of balance. And I don't know. For a small handful of you, very, very few, maybe 1 or 2, maybe that response can work. But for others of you, that's not how this shit gonna happen for you. Okay? It's not. Some of you are getting someone in on this. And that's that 10th wand to this 9 of wands, where whatever you were doing for so long, you couldn't culminate, you couldn't bring it to being. And so now you go and get somebody who is a master, who knows how to go about things, who has experience, who has tenacity, who has that drive that maybe you done burnt out for yourself. And now they're bringing fresh eyes and fresh ideas to the situation, and they gonna recover this shit for you. And that's how you get to move on, and you will see the fruits of your labor, because this person you bring in on that situation got that last rod to bring this shit to its fulfillment, and there it is. For some of you, you're going to get somebody that's still looking at this, and they don't know if they want to help you with this or not, because of what it calls for to recover from it. And they don't know if they want to expend that kind of energy. It's not that they can't do it. They're just trying to decide they want to do it for you, or do they want to do it at all. And so some of you got to wait until this person really decides and scope the land and you know, make a decision. And that decision will allow some of you to recover. That decision is going to leave you in this feeling of loss situation, because that person going to back out. So, with the 8 of Cups, you have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is the master of his suit. He can create whatever he wants in his world when he puts his mind to it, because he has the ability to use the land, so to speak, and create almost shit out of thin air. He's got the Midas touch. Whatever he puts his mind to, he can create. And so I feel that either this is you, well, this is you, and for some of you, this is someone else with you on this, and you are, you know, some of you are unhappy with how something was managed, either by you or somebody else. Some of you are not letting go with how something was managed, even though it's unfulfilling and you're dissatisfied and you didn't like what was being created. You're just not going to let go of that shit. You're just going to turn away for a moment, but you're coming right back to it. Others of you, you are seeing that you're not getting the fulfillment in the situation, no matter how grounded, how practical your efforts have been, how great the ideas were supposed to be and are, but it's just not happening. And so now you're taking a pause about, all right, do I walk away from this, or do I dig my heels in? So there's like this momentary pause, and you're assessing that. Others of you, you are just, you're like, you know what? I'm tired of creating this shit. I'm not going to create this shit. I'm going to take this loss, but I'm going to go create someplace else. And that's how I'm going to handle that. With the 7 of Pentacles, you have the 3 of Cups. So the 3 of Cups is water energy. It's emotions, it's feelings. And some of you, your efforts bear fruit, and you do see this situation be successful for you. However much you put into it and had emotionally unfulfilled experiences with, you finally are able to have some sort of small achievement in this situation, or an achievement where this is a successful situation. But it was, even though it was successful, it came with its hiccups and challenges, where some loss occurred, but you did recover. Others of you, you are receiving support from others to hang in there with this situation and try to recover it. Others of you are losing support, or not able to get support with this situation, so that you can hang in there, and the ability to manage it is not possible without it. And so you're going to have to take that loss and look at what else there is for you out there. With the Five of Cups, you have the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is air energy. It's about communication. It's about thoughts. It's about logic, intelligence, strategy. So I feel for some of you, your hands are tied. You have talked to who you could talk to. You have, thought outside the box, inside the box, outside of the box, and you just you just fresh out of fucking ideas. And so this thing, you can't move it any further, and you're going to have to let it go. How emotionally unfulfilling it is, it just didn't work out. It failed. And so it's not something you can recover. You just have to move away from it. Others of you, you are not allowing yourself to entertain negative thoughts and ideas on this shit. You just can't allow yourself to get caught up this way, because it will bind you. It will bind you and keep you from being able to move forward and take action and figure out other means of action to deal with this. And so you are disappointed, but you are not wallowing in that disappointment. You are turning your back on those worries and fears, so that in order to be able to find those other cups, that somewhere out there is there's an ability to come back from this, to fix this, to change it. Okay, some of you, this is around your relationships. Okay, some of you, this is around money. This is around projects for some of you. Some of you, this does have to do with work. Many of you, this is around a passion of yours, something that you've been trying to cultivate and make happen in your world, to create for yourself as a business, to see it bring revenue for you. And so as it has to do with relationships, some of you are able to recover in your relationships through your actions, and your perseverance. And so you're able to have successful achievement, because emotional support is being poured into the situation by you and who you're dealing with, and by others. For others of you, this is not happening. Nothing's coming together in the relationship. In fact, it is at a loss, because you or who you're dealing with or who are around you are no longer willing to support this. And they feel that you're worse for it, or who you're dealing with is worse for being in it. And so now you're looking at whether or not, some of you are looking at giving it up, and some of you are looking at, no, I'm not going to give it up. Or some of you are just in consideration mode, considering. So, Cancer, let's take a look at what your guidance message is with all of this that you got going on over the next 2 days. Some of you have some legitimate worries and fears around your finances, and you are not happy with the way you've managed your finances. Some of you are not happy with the actions that you've taken, or choices you've made around your relationships, your money, your work, your home, and the shit going on in your world. And because it's not bearing the fruit, it's not coming together, and you don't feel supported in it. And so you at a loss, like you can't do this shit by yourself. And some of you, if you do have somebody involved, but some of you, it's just not enough involvement or enough being done, or there's too many worries and fears about the whole thing. No matter what you do, you can't let go of the past for some of you. And so how can it work anyway, right? For others of you, someone is trying to control managing the situation. They're being over controlling, being manipulative, to try to get something to go their way, and you're causing emotional unfulfillment in others. For some of you, this is happening to you. This emotional unfulfillment due to someone being controlling. Also, some of you are dealing with somebody, or this is you, that's being very stubborn. That's being very stubborn and unwilling to assess and look at a relationship or situation and the issues around it. Or to, okay, you have open up. This is your advice. This is your guidance. So whatever you are dealing with, Cancer, in your world, whatever this is, whatever actions you're taking, trying to take, have taken, whatever's going on for you in your mind, where you are worried, you have fears, you feel stuck, or you're about to be stuck, you don't know how to get unstuck, you feel you're at a loss, you're not able to recover, you don't know how to recover, you feel like you're lacking support, or you may not be happy with the support you have, or you feel like you've invested in, is, you know, whatever's going on for you. Some of you are holding on to, you keeping stuff from people. Some of you are lying to yourself. And the thing is, that's because many of you are not standing in your truth. And your truth doesn't mean that it's right or wrong. It's just what it means for you. And some of you need to open up to who you're dealing with, or they need to open up, or you need to be open to who you're dealing with, because you're being closed-minded, you're being arrogant for some of you, you're being controlling, manipulative, and you're creating more worries and fears for someone and for yourself. And as much as you think you are doing to try to recover the situation, you're not. You're making it worse. For others of you, this is about, putting an end to opening up to someone, because your efforts is not bearing fruit. It's not working anymore. So, what the shit? When do you quit, right? When do you quit? You really don't have to wait till the wheels fall off to quit. When you see obvious signs that shit is not working, Cancer. I mean, you could choose to do that, okay? Especially clearly here, some investment has occurred here and for some time. And if you're not where you need to be by now, it don't always mean you need more time. It don't always mean you need to see this thing all the way through to the end. It don't always mean that. So some of you need to open up, and some of you need to close up the shop. I hope these messages help, Cancer. Please like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye.